by because I do want to say, because we are coming from Yonkers,
Yeah.
we are hip hop heads,
Yeah.
so we have to take a moment and just throw the X's up real quick
Yeah, we're not.
and
No
just
doubt.
speak on the legend that is DMX, man, Earl Simmons. So obviously passed away at
Yeah.
age 50. Apparently, and this comes from Lindsay Parker of Yahoo Music. She's the editor in chief. Reportedly had COVID, tested positive for COVID also. So I just a lot of things mixed into one. I know they're calling it a heart attack and things like that, but I don't want to speak. It's just a hometown hero, man. So I don't want to speak
Yeah.
on anything that I don't know about. What people say is he's like a dog, meaning loyal to the people that he loves. If you're not that, he'll bite you. But if loyal, won't be anybody more loyal. And you caught glimpses of that for the people that were paying attention in DMX, for his career. But I also want to, on a fan level, on a hip hop level, I want to just say, only artist in history to have 5 consecutive albums debut at number one. Uh,
Yep.
2014 became the U.S. 5th best-selling hip hop artist with more than 23 million albums sold. 2 number ones in 1 year. I don't know if
That's
anybody's done that, but
that's
but he was the first to do that. And his first 2 albums. Uh, came in. There's not many rappers that you can say change the game. You could be nice with the bars, but to actually change an era, that says something about you. And DMX came in an era that was the shiny suit era. Diddy
Yeah.
had Mace, had even Big, just wearing some flashy Versace, shiny glitz glamour of it all. And then walks this dude with a grit in his voice and I don't want to say destroys it, but he ended that era. Let's not fuck that up. DMX ended the era of shiny suit, and he came in and set the world on fire and became international. Yonkers hometown boy, man, making it globally. Not many people, one way or another, somebody knows DMX. So, just paying respects to the legend, man. And again, just coming from Yonkers and seeing what he was technically an inspiration. The only thing I'll say is to just, had his personal demons and just anybody that can get help to try to put those demons aside and elevate, do that. Because you saw the torment through it all. You just
yeah.
saw the struggle and the fight that he was in mentally. And, it just took away more years that we could have had with the dog, but he's no longer with us. So rest in peace, Earl Simmons, aka DMX. Thank you for the music. Appreciate everything. Thank you for being an inspiration. And that's all I had to say. So
Yeah. I definitely want to echo those sentiments. Definitely like a Yonkers legend. And it's crazy because I remember when he first came out, I never really liked him because it was not even because like his rap but it was like the sound because like how I heard him was off of like those underground mixtapes and they always sounded like the sound quality was always bad. So it was like really hard to really hear what he was saying. And cats in I know it was in Roosevelt on the football team and cats used to play him in the locker room. Never really got it, and then he came out with the niggas done start or something, and then that's what we used for like our anthem for football. And I was like, yo, who the fuck is this? And then that's what started it all. And again, to know that, where he's from, where we're from, and the stories of how he used to like rob people and shit like that, be afraid to go down Mulford or whatever, where he was at. He didn't want to go down that block, So, and then like they had an amazing run. Like you said, like music, they were in movies with Steven Seagal and What's the
Jet
other
Li.
one? Yeah, Jet Li. I'm like Aaliyah. Like they had an amazing run, man. They had an amazing run, and to see Dragon like break down talking about. I don't know if you guys saw that yet.
I haven't.
Clip.
No.
Oh man, that was tough to see. That was really tough to see, man. And again, just a legend. And thankful for his time on this earth. Thankful for like all he's done, because basically, like him and his group, they were the soundtrack of our life, for at least my life at the time. So every song I can always go back to, remember when like the first time I heard it, or a party I was at when I heard it, or whatever. Like it can just like brings back so many memories. Very nostalgic, and I'm appreciative of all his work.
Yeah, speaking of nostalgic, man, talking about the mixtapes, like I feel like he made mixtapes on an old school, play a
Take the
beat
tape.
somewhere, put the tape on record next to the speaker, playing the instrumental, and just rhyme over the tape. That was
Man,
my first mixtape experience. DMX was my first mixtape. He was just
wow.
always put little mixtapes out, and a lot of his stuff from those times he parlayed into his album. So
That
he was able to use music like 20 years later
that
and
was the
make a
dope shit.
profit off of it. So shout out to the dog, man.
Yeah, that was another dope shit. Like, when his first album came out, and then after you listen for a while, you're like, man, he said that shit like 4 or 5 years ago, this exact same verse, and it still played and it still worked.
Yeah. Yeah. So DMX, man, rest in peace.
Yeah, man.
All right.
I remember because before I came to Yonkers, I lived in Brooklyn for a while, and
I always forget that,
so
man.
back then it was all like Brooklyn rappers, and then when I came to Yonkers, everyone was listening to DMX and Locks, and I was like Len. Like at first, I was just like, he's all right. Some Brooklyn dude is better or whatever. But eventually, he did grow on me, and definitely crazy categories and discography of hits, man. Just crazy, especially Get At Me Dog. When Get At Me Dog came out, it was like, whew, that was crazy, man. That was
Just
crazy.
just raw. Like that's one of the things, like the energy he gave off. I'm big on energy. So the energy he would give off, and you could tell like whatever he put in, he put all into it. He didn't half-ass whatever he was on, he went 0 to 100, good or bad or whatever. So I just always appreciated the energy. Like some songs you would just hear, and next thing you know, you're going like 95 on the highway just because he's just taking you there. So
And he
yeah,
has song for like almost every mood, man. And that's the dope shit. Like every mood that you're feeling, you got a song to rock with that. Slippin', Get At Me Dog, Murder Graham, like whatever.
yeah, not many songs have brought a tear to my eye. Slipping is one of them. You go through your times, and then you just need somebody to just bounce off of, and that energy, like I said, you get that energy back. And he related, man. He was a blue collar, again, wasn't the shiny suit, was the dude in the hoodie and the Timbs that if you grew up from a certain area, you related to more so than the Versace wearing dude. And, had an emotion for every occasion, and, just was the man. So
Yeah. I'm happy, and I'm happy you got that last verses off too. That last little performance to remind people, and then, unfortunately, he has to pass like shortly after it. But again, just to know that he was performing and still rocking it, kicking it with Snoop, that was dope to see.
legend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, man, sum up in one word, just say legend. So, all right, had to say that. So now, Len, what was the question?